Good evening. Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads. Today I wanted to do kind of a video outdoors, and I was looking for different picnic table areas and places, and the next thing you know, they're all taken. So I drove out in the country, tried to find an area, that would be nice to film in, and lo and behold, I had to pull into one of these little fishing stop areas, and anyways, it is what it is. I have some channel updates for you all. I thought I would give you kind of some updates. There's probably going to be some cars going by, so we'll just deal with it. I mean, the tripod is basically on the steering column. We'll see how this works. But a couple updates I wanted to give you, and there's going to be a car go by here in a minute, so I'll do my best. I'm just winging this thing. But in terms of channel updates, I kind of wanted to give you an update. I picked up this book in a recent book haul, and I thought it was interesting. Oh yeah, and here comes like five more. I thought it was interesting, and it was the Jeffrey Archer 12 Red Herrings. And I thought it was an interesting premise. And as I catalog my books, I tend to look them up, see if they're in series or there's a trilogy or something like that, and what number of book it is. This one in particular, when I looked it up, and I usually use Goodreads and some other sites to kind of look to see what they are about. This one is 12 short stories. So I thought that was really cool. And that may get kind of priority because I'm a sucker when it comes to short stories. So I thought it was really interesting. And Jeffrey Archer is one of those authors I've been trying to read more of. I'm enjoying his works. So second update, I don't know if you saw it in my video this morning, I think it was, or yesterday, but I got a new bookshelf that I put up in the office. I don't know if you can probably see it in the background, but I did pick up make one of those, another similar to the one I built on the wall that you don't normally see. I have put one up above where the closet area is. My wife, she thinks I'm nuts as I'm surrounding myself with bookshelves, but it is what it is. I'm enjoying it. Eventually, I'm going to run out of room, and I'll probably have to get a Kindle or something like that just to keep up with all the books. Third, I did some updates to my channel, updating some things. I redid some of the playlists, updated some of the titling, cleaned it up some. I had a bunch of miscellaneous kind of playlist that was housing stuff, and so I was able to find homes for everything, kind of organize it a little better to make it a little more friendly. I added a banner, just stuff like that. Just kind of doing some cleanup and organization, not only for what was there, but kind of preparing for where I think the playlists and everything else will go in the future. So did some of that. I've been really promoting other channels. It's one of those things where I do this as a hobby, and a lot of time goes into it. When I'm not reading, I'm working on videos, or I'm doing research, or stuff like that, and spending time with family and working and all that. There's a time element involved, and I am glad to pay that price in terms of keeping up with the channel and giving you guys content and all that. And I know others do that as well. And they say that you never know how hard a day's work is until you get in and do a hard day's work. And keeping up with it all, and keeping on point, and the weekly wrap-ups, and keeping up with the book reviews, and keeping up with the content, meeting demands, it's a lot, and I'm enjoying it, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I know other channels are also putting that effort in as well. And so the least I can do is do the same thing that others did to me when I was first starting, is promote their channels. So I've been throwing some love again on the posts on my channel to other channels, and I want to continue here. There's been some great new channels. I still have some posts up from some of the channels. I like to keep them up a couple days and then take them down and repost someone else. But Xanadu Castle, they're interesting channel. CJ Rated Books, Charles over there, great content. He's a really passionate guy. You should check him out. The Tainted Tavern, I believe he's over the pond, so to speak. I really like his channel. I got to thank Thomas at McNulty Book Corral for putting me onto that one. Novel Insights, that is Dr. Logan, I believe, and he has a really good channel too. Really good insight. He had a short the other day where he was talking about being a doctor and then reading a book where something connects, that an author writes something that is around the truth when it comes to his profession. And so he had an interesting kind of short about that. You should check it out. Hannah Roll is a young lady. I think Jay at Faceless Book Reviews is the one that kind of put me onto her channel. I don't believe she has comments on her channel, but she's this young kid. She's doing reviews, interesting content on her channel. You should check her out. Trav's Bookshelf. Trav is a very interesting character. He loves to play along with some of the things that I do. He's kind of that witty humor kind of guy, and he has a really passionate reviews as well. I really enjoy his channel. It helps the fact that he's into Stephen King like I am. He reads a lot of horror books, so if you're into that kind of thing, he is definitely a channel to check out. Austin at Outer World Media likes a lot of Westerns, likes scary stuff as well. He is kind of really starting to get into his groove with his channel, I can tell, with his output, and so definitely check him out. And then Hide and Read. I mean, Hide and Read was one of the early channels that kind of helped support me. We've done a buddy read, a fellowship read, and he is an interesting character. He's always looking to, do different things and be positive, and he's just kind of laid back. And so definitely check out his channel as well. A couple other things I wanted to point out. Hide and Read had a video up today, speaking of him. Sackett series. I have all the 17 Sackett books. That was one of my goals, is to get these. And then in 2025, I wanted to read these. Well, Hide and Read is wanting to start a group read on the Sackett series, the first 2 books in September, and then kind of go from there. I'm definitely on board. If you're interested, definitely go check his video out and maybe give him a comment if you're interested in kind of joining along. We can definitely make something fun of it, and I think it'd be interesting. I'm really enjoying Louis L'Amour more and more, so doing something like this is right up my alley, so I'm looking forward to that. And then speaking of kind of group reads, I've been meaning to get to this all year long. And it's 4 books. It's epic fantasy. They're big. Ken Liu is an absolute great author and I've only read his 2 short story collections, and they blew me away. So I have high hopes for this. I've heard great things about this. This is The Dandelion Dynasty by Ken Liu. There's 4 books. They're all about that size. It's fantasy, and I plan to read 1 a month starting in September, October, November, December. If you're interested in reading this with me, let me know. I definitely would like to, get a group together and definitely maybe collaborate on something. And so I'm looking forward to reading these. It's been on my radar all year, like I said. Definitely want to get to them. So those are the updates I have. I just wanted to kind of do a one-off video and kind of give you guys some updates, give you a change of scenery, even though I'm in my Jeep. But it is better than staring at the bookshelves for a while. So anyways, I hope you're having a great evening, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks.